Well, hello and welcome to another session of the Black Book of Mordor. We have arrived at Cirith Ungol and Atli Spiderbane is with us. So let's find out where the story goes next.
Seems like the orcs and the spiders had an arrangement, but some things happened, and they're not getting along so well these days. Ha! Serves them both right, don't it? That's what happens when you try to make nice with a spider. Can't keep watch on all those eyes and all those legs at once, can you? It sounds as if this Shelob must have been the one keeping those spiders under control. I guess it falls to me and my axe to do the job now.
I think you're right, Atli. You are Spider Bane. I remember from days of my adventures, the early days of my adventures. You were in Arquette, right? So yeah, I hope your axe tastes the blood of spiders. But okay.
If you are of a mind to explore the tower now might be the best time to get on with it. Orcs are given to fighting among themselves, even at the best of times, but when they must deal with spiders as well, why, that must be the best of times indeed. For us at least, not for them, no indeed. Enter the tower and remind the orcs that spiders are not the only thing they need to fear when there's a hero or two on the loose. What did you say you were looking for? Information on Ugruchor? I wouldn't say that. Orcs are my area of skill. But I expect if you're looking for news on someone high up in the chain of command, you'll want to climb higher up in the tower. It stands to reason, doesn't it?
I think you might be right, Atli. I better go up the tower and try to find out what are the orcs up to, or if they have any information um, about the Ugruchor. Hey, Legolas, how are you? Are you gonna come with me inside the tower? Please? I can really use a hand. Please? No? Okay, fine. I'll go on my own then. No problem. I better be in stealth mode here. You never know what is in the tower. I can meet different kinds of dangers, so I better be careful. I'm entering Cirith Ungol now, much as Sam did. I hope the spiders and the orcs don't see me. I better go stealth again. Look, I found some orc armor, and I put it on. They won't recognize me now, right? I hope they won't. I better enter. Stealth is the key here. I need to find a message addressed to Ugrachor somewhere in Cirith Ungol. I wonder where I can find such a message. No message so far. Still no message. I better go upstairs. Maybe there'll be something there. Look, so many spiderlings. I'm glad they're not able to recognize me. Going up the stairs now. More orcs. Oh, they're sleeping. They're not seeing me at all. I'm inside Kirith Ungol. Oh look, I think I see the message. There it is. Let me pick this up. Let me see the message. Let me read it. Maybe I'll discover something about Ogrukhor. Hail Ogrukhor, captain of the pit. The troubles at Kirith Ungol are known to us. If you thought to keep them secret, you have failed. The garrison there killed itself. Mayhap the cause was infighting, and mayhap it was something else. But it was wise of you to dispatch a second force to hold the tower. There are whispers. Others among the Gurziol plot your downfall, but you need not worry, for you have a loyal friend. The Gashhai will stand with you when the time comes. Interesting. I better show this message to Atli. Maybe he'll know what to make of it. I better go stealth again. I do not want the orcs to see me. I don't want to be discovered. I'm making my way back to Atli. Atli will know what to do with this message. I sure am afraid of this place. So many spiders and orcs all around me. Let me go stealth again. Hey Atli, I found the message. Oh hey, hello there Legolas. Yeah, you keep sitting there and look pretty. I'm gonna tell your dad that you did not help me at all, by the way, Legolas. Okay, I found the message, Atli. Maybe you can read it and tell me if it means something, and maybe guide me what I should do next. What is this message you found? It speaks of loyalty, and infighting, and treachery. Bah, I hope you're satisfied with what you learned, for it means nothing to me. This is why I enjoy fighting spiders. There is no intrigue, no complex loyalties. You always know what side you're on, with spiders. Well, thanks I guess, Atli. You did not help me much. Maybe I'll show this message to my friend Haladan. Wait, what was my friend's name? Let me see. Maybe I'll Harthalen. I'll show the message to Harthalen. Maybe he'll know what to do, or maybe he'll be of more help. But I don't want to sound rude. You did help me get here, and we did get a message. Um, Thank you for all your help, and I do wish you luck in fighting the spiders. Peace. I'm going now. Bye, Atli. I better go to the Hall of the King. There I can take the swift passage to Talat Urui. There we go. Let's go to Talat Urui and see what's up. This is the fastest way to travel around. If you should have, you should always have the maps to the allegiance halls, at least one of them. That makes the traveling a lot easier because Magash to Stable has pretty much linked to everywhere, including Bree, Galtrev, Dol Amroth, Minas Tirith, and whatnot. So definitely, highly recommended to always have at least one of the Allegiance Hall's maps. I'm riding to meet up with Harthelen and try to help him with his matter to see if we can find anything in Fushambal. I think I see him. Is that Harthelin? I think it is. Hello and well met, Harthelin. It is so strange to me, Bagginses. This place is both alike to, and very different from when I last was here at the close of the Second Age. For all the turmoil within its heart, Orodruin seemed as if it would always endure. And yet even the mountain of fire has changed since then, the southern face blown open, a lake of fire spilt onto the plain. This settlement was not there then, but I recognize its type. Military encampments have a sense of order and of place about them. Well do I know it, for I served beneath High King Gil-galad at Dagorlad and during the siege. But once the campaign is ended, all such order is disregarded and discarded, alongside the attention of the commanders. This settlement, Fushambal, has that air about it. Many inhabit it now, and lawlessness runs rampant. But some of the Easterlings within might be high enough in the hierarchy to have information of use to us. Hunt them down around Fushambal and its environs, and see what they might know of the Gurziol. Okay, that's a good plan. I'll do just that. Let me get off my horse and go in stealth again so I can kill these Easterlings to find out what they know. There is one. Wow, I killed one. They have messed with the wrong hobbit. Okay, I think this is the 8th one that we have killed. And I think I recovered something, some orders. Let me open them up. Let me hide. The Gashai listen to a single voice as ever, and that voice commands them to assemble at Nargroth. Their orders are to march at the gate behind Urudani. Of all the Gurziel, she is the only one to whom the single voice permits them to listen. The Stone Maiden will set the pace of the march. There is no need for haste. The single voice speaks, and they will listen. And I think the next handwriting is just difficult to read. Found this parchment in the hand of a dead orc. Don't know what it means, but it sounds like treachery to me. Ooh, interesting. Plot twist. Let me go to Nargroth because that's the place they mentioned. So let me show this message to Hal and see if he can help me.
What did you find?
What did you find, Bagginses? Harthelin takes the parchment and reads it. When she's done, she gazes off to the east. So, Urudani Stone Maiden was one of the Gurziol, after all. I thought it possible, for she was a black Numenorean and fought against us during the siege of Paradur. But she had not been seen since then. I thought she was dead. There is something else familiar in these orders. Nargroth. The Caverns of Fire are located on the eastern side of Urudruin. If the Gashai reported to Urudani at Nargroth, we may learn more if we dare the caverns. It will not be easy to reach them, for when the southern face of Urudruin exploded, it created a lake of fire between here and there. The Gashgum. Worry not, I think I know a way. I'll be able to find my way, so maybe I'll see you there, Harthelin. I think I know a shortcut. So we are gonna go towards Nargroth now and try to figure out what these plans are. We found a parchment and it had Nargroth named and something about a stone maiden, Urudani. I don't know what the Urudani are, but maybe we'll find out in Nargroth. Again, I'm using the map from the Legion's Hall to travel around at a faster pace instead of just riding there. That's what I told Harthelin, that I know a shortcut. And I did. Okay, now you took the swift road and swift travel to Stablemaster in Agarnaith. And I'm gonna head south now to go on that road that leads towards Nargroth. Let's go and solve this mystery. I think this is where I'm supposed to go. Maybe Harthelin is already here. Oh, look, he is. Oh, she is, sorry. Yeah. Hey, Harthelin, I'm here. Oh, you found a spirit. Okay. Do you want me to talk to the spirit? Alright, I'll talk to the spirit. The carven stone is dreadful in form, and it does not seem out of place within Gorgoroth. But there is something else that sets it apart, a cold and watchful presence. And then there is more, a voice that whispers in your heads. Whisper in your head. Images rise unbidden behind your eyes. They are drained of color, as if the one who created them has no knowledge of shade or hue. You see a place of darkness and a tiny point of lightning, light flickering above. Then, below, there is a knife held in a cruel fist. It descends in an arc, and blood flows from a wound. The darkness deepens. The voice in your head speaks no words, but you are suddenly awash on a questioning sea. You recover your own words enough to reply, "Yes, the Gurzio." The interrogative waves vanish as quickly as they had arrived. In their place is an overwhelming sensation, the promise of knowledge and secrets held close for centuries. As you try to express that such knowledge will be welcome, it is whisked cruelly away, dangled just out of reach. The giving sensation is gone, replaced with a taking desire. You see a prison in your mind's eye, and the details are so clear, you know it is a real place. The spirits show you a certain cell in this prison, and a scorched skull in one corner. The images fade, and the whispering voice returns. It speaks a single word now, but the word is enough. The word is want. You are pleased from the spirit's hold, and the whispering in your head fades away. The presence remains, regarding you silently. Wow, that was a very, very scary experience. I better go do as the skull told me and showed me in this vision I had. I'll go to. Well, I'll have to go to Nirband and try to find this scorched skull there. My stealth will come in handy there. Let me ride swiftly now to Nirband and try to find this scorched skull. I wonder what the purpose of this scorched skull is. But we'll find out shortly. Wow, look at that Mordor. I'm gonna just stop here for a second to give you guys a look. Check that out. Isn't that scary? Look at that. I think that's the statue of Sauron. They made a huge statue of Sauron, and they're still worshipping it. See, like this guy is worshipping it. Wow. Just wow. They really think that he's a god. Like he's Manwe or something. But he can't be. He'll never be. Alright, let's go on our way to Nirband again. See this lake of lava on my right side? That's that was because of Orodruin exploding when the ring was destroyed by Frodo. Dangerous place, this Mordor. Oh look, there is another encampment. Oh, so many orcs. Good thing I'm stealth. They won't be able to see me. You see, I can stealth past them even on my war steed. Because being a hobbit, I got a horse that was able to stealth like a hobbit would. It's a hobbit horse. Or should I say pony, not a horse. I can't ride a horse, a proper horse. I can only ride a pony. I'm a small hobbit. Okay, we have to enter Nirband. There within Nirband we have to find a scorched skull. All these enemies are all around me. But they can only sense my presence, they can't see me. Okay, I'm entering Nirband now. Okay, I'm inside Nirband, and let me go in stealth again. I do not want any trouble here, and I don't want to fight large group of orcs. I have to find the skull. It's not here. Let me carry on. I'll try to explore around and try to find the scorched skull. I don't know where it is, but I'll try my best to find it. I'm going deep into the dungeons of Nirband. It's in a cell, it said, the voice. So I suppose it should be even further downstairs. Wonder if there is any way to go there. I think I see the way. There is. Let me try to go there now. Oh, there are spirits here. Who sensed my presence? Oh my goodness. I have to fight them. Well, they have messed with the wrong hobbit. I'll fight them if I have to. I'm not afraid of them. I'm going to different cells to see if I find the scorched skull. Oh, another spirit. Go back to the shadow. Where's the field of Galadriel? So I can just magic them away. Ooh, I see it. I see the scorched skull. There it is. I found it. Now I have to go out of this place again. I think the fastest way will be to go to the Allegiance Hall again and then take the Swift to Agarnaith and then ride south again. Somebody invited me to their fellowship. Uh, they want to run a lost temple, but I can't run a lost temple. I'm in the middle of investigating this scorched skull and trying to figure out who these Urudani are, who the stone maiden is, and if they're related to Ugruhor. There's so much to know, so much to investigate, so much to find out and figure out. So I can't be going to the Lost Temple now, right? Okay, let me ride south again to go to that spirit, that watching stone. I think this is the same watcher who was at Kirith Ungol as well, who Sam saw, but I don't know, this one seems a little more friendlier. Although I was fearing for my life when I was talking to it. But let's find out if this scorched skull help us a bit or not. You place the skull at the base of the stone and the images return. Once again you see the prison of Nirband, but something this time is different. It takes you a moment to reconcile what has changed. But held in the grip of the spirit, it is impossible to tell how long the moment might have been. The prison stands in the shadow of Urudruin, and then you see it. The southern slope of the mountain is intact, and the Gasha Gurm has not yet been made. The images flicker behind your eyes, and you see that Nirband is filled with prisoners, downtrodden Nirnhot, rebellious Easterlings, and Haradrim deserters rattle the cages of their cells. Their jailers walk the corridor of Nirband, and they tap their weapons on the iron doors, and they scrap their blades on the iron walls, and they tap their boots on the iron floor. You are seized by a sensation of eager anticipation, but it does not belong to you. It comes from the whispering spirit and fills you with revulsion and dread. Then the mountain blazes and the southern slope explodes in a shower of rock and flame. The torrent flows inexorably down the side of Orodruin, and the rocky plain becomes a lake of fire, the Gash Gurm. The images become sharper and more distinct, as if the spirit seeks to draw your attention. At last you understand. As the lava pooled at the foot of Orodruin, the iron prison of Nairband became superheated by its proximity to the lake of fire. Nairband became more than a prison, it became an oven. You close your eyes to shut out the sight, and at last the spirit relents. Its price paid. Zagarog. It says to you the name of the spirit in the stone. Wow. Now that was quite something.
What did you see?
What did you see, Baggins? You recount the terrible images, and Harthelin glares at the watching stone with disgust. It is a spirit fell and cruel. Of that there can be no mistake. Am I right in thinking that you have paid its price? Indeed, you're right, I have paid its price.
Zaharog, no, that is of use to
I gave him a skull. I think that's price enough, right? You paid Zagarog's price, and now he owes you information concerning the Gurzio. What does he know that is of use to us? Well, let's find out. What do you know that is of use to us, spirit? Tell me now. I have paid the price.
see.
Images swirl behind your eyes, and Zagarog whispers to you of times long ago. Okay, he's about to show me a vision, so let's take the journey together. This is the vision world. Nothing can harm me here. She's a woman of Numenor, possessed of cold beauty. The images that float before your eyes are hazy and indistinct, but even so her beauty is tainted by the cruel expression she wears and the malice in her eyes. Urudani, whispers Zagrog. Gurziul. I grow impatient with these constant delays, worm. How many more of your kind must I slay to motivate your creatures? None, Mistress Stone Maiden. We work as hard as we can. Lord Sauron has granted me this boon, a fortress of my own in a place of my choosing. The tremors are nothing compared to my displeasure. The mountain erupts again. Do they fear the shaking of the mountain, or do they fear Urudani, Stone Maiden? I will remind them not to cross one of Sauron's Gurziol. I'm gonna follow her. Why have you stopped? I want my citadel constructed. What is this? In appearance, the creature seems similar to the Regimel you have encountered, but its terrible majesty is an order of magnitude greater than those others, even in the hazy dreamscape conjured by Zagrog. This great Rogmol is a terrifying presence. Borangos, Zagrog whispers in your mind. Borangos the horror. Oh wow, this guy is really, really dangerous. What is this? I shall take this place for my own. No, you will die for your intrusion, interloper. Ah, he burned her. Oh my goodness, he burned her. The mistress is dead. Wow, he burned her. He burned Urudani, Stone Maiden. just like that. That dude is no joke. Urudani no more indeed.
Sauron wonders why.
Sauron wonders why and sends his Nazgul. Wow, these are the Nazgul. Wow. Have a closer look, people, at the Nazgul. Upon whose authority was this fortress completed? Or should I say, upon whose authority was this fortress completed? Oh my goodness, I'm afraid even in this vision landscape, it's just a dream, just a vision. Still, just look at these dangerous creatures, the Nazgul of Sauron. And who's this? He's servant of the flame. The orcs that appear before you now is different than those that served Urudani, but you have seen his kind before. He's one of the Gashai. What has Borangos done to the orcs of this plane? I don't know what he has done. My master is the lord of this keep. Come. Who claims now to rule Urudani's fortress? The Nazgul are slowly following this orc, and I'm just beholding this vision shown to me by that spirit, still trying to get the bottom of it, trying to find out who this Ugrukhor is. This is the domain of Sauron. None rule here without his leave. Where is the Gurziul? Where is Urudani? Tell me of this, Sauron. He is our Lord, Lord of the gifts and ruler of all. He rewards those who swear fealty to him. You cannot take his fortress, but it might be given. I would speak with your lord, says Borangos. Wow, this Borangos dude is really powerful that he is challenging Sauron himself. Sauron gained a new servant to replace the one he lost. So Sauron pretty much replaced Urudani with Orangos, this terrible creature like a Vogamol. Oh, what's this? That's a burning apparition. I'm afraid to approach it. The woman is composed entirely of fire, a being of burning flames. She stares past you, slightlessly, and you hear the voice of Zagarog in your mind. But the Stone Maiden returned, changed. The images become faint. Zagarog will soon release his hold on you, and you must be content with what he has shown to you. I am content with what he has shown to me. Thank you for the visions, dreadful spirit. Still no word on Ugrukhor, but we did discover that Borangos replaced as master of Nargroth after he killed Urudani Stone Maiden, but she did return in a flame of spirit form. What did he show to you, Bagginses? You recount the tale of Borangos the Horror and the fate of Urudani Stone Maiden, as told to you by Zagarog. When you have finished, Harthalin laughs mirthlessly. I thought this expedition was supposed to answer our questions, not to raise more of them. We have learned of the Gurziol, only for another player to enter the field. The situation in Gorgoroth grows more complex by the day. Still, we will unravel these tangled threads. This is what we do, is it not? Well, you're quite right, this is what we do. So I guess I'll take all this information and I'll take it back to Mithrandir. Maybe he'll know what to do. So I'll see you later, Harthalin. Take care of yourself in this dreadful land of shadows. I'm gonna go to Mithrandir now to tell him all we have found so far, and maybe he'll make sense of all this information, because Harthalin is right. Instead of discovering or finding answers to our questions we had, we just got new questions. There is a new player entered, Burangus the horror. So we have to do something. We have to try to figure out. We have to try to figure out whatever next move is going to be, because the story of Mordor is getting more complex by the second. But Mithrandir is wise. He'll know what to do. He'll have some good instructions for us, as he's the most wisest of counselors for all in Middle-earth. Can I call him Olorin? No, I should not call him Olorin. I'll just call him Mithrandir, because I think that is what he's known as in these lands. Mithrandir. So I'm going to Mithrandir now to seek his counsel and report to him all that I have discovered so far. And also maybe I'll tell him as well that Legolas did not help at all. He just stayed there in front of Cirith Ungol and did not help me even one bit.
Your adventures in Lingerus and Talat Urvi have proven more informative, but they raise further questions. Why would the Gashai pledge to support Ugruhor? What has become of Borangos following the defeat of Sauron? And to what end does Urudani walk the land once again so changed? These questions must wait. I have heard worrisome things and worrisome tidings from Agarnaith, the bloody gore. Few have gone there, and those who have returned speak of a dangerous and growing threat.
Okay.
Some wild work is being conducted in Agarnaith, and we must learn what it signifies for Gondor and for Middle-earth. I find it curious that our well-informed Easterling has not spoken of Agarnaith to us. Does he keep the secrets of that land with the hope of blinding us to the threat it poses? I do not like his silence on this matter. You must go to Agarnaith and learn what transpires within. But do not go alone. I believe you should bring Eorzan with you, and find out what he knows about the bloody gore.
You're quite right, Mithrandir, and wise as well. I'll take Eorzan with me. Come here, you Easterling. And damn you for not telling us about the Agarnaith before. We could have prevented what was going on there.
You have not sought my help in some time, Bagginses. I was beginning to think you had fallen into a hole, or blundered into the fire lake, or forgotten the way back here. What is it you want?
You tell Eorzan that you need his help on the next leg of your journey, and ask him to accompany you to Agarnaith. A sudden look of panic crosses his face, but it passes just as quickly. When next he speaks, his voice is loud and confident, and no sign of his seeming fright remains.
I have come down to a decision, my friend. I will be happy to accept your previous and very generous offer of a place in Gondor. Your forgiveness and acceptance of Eorzan the Changed will become a thing of legend, Bagginses, and will be spoken for centuries as an example to all. I will let the wagon driver know. Sadly, I will be unable to accompany you to the bloody gore. Perhaps another time?
Damn you, you coward Easterling, I knew you would not accompany me.
I hate you Easterlings, all of you. You suck. But fine, I'll go to Agarnaith alone. Hey Gandalf, do you wanna come with me? Maybe? No? Not even you? Anyone else? Sador? Let's go to Agarnaith, buddy. Nope. Alright. I think I'm on my own. So let's go to Agarnaith. Damn, these people never help me. Legolas stands there still in front of Cirith Ungol. Atli stays outside as well of Cirith Ungol. They do not enter, they do not help me, they just let me do all the stuff and all the work. And I think I'm even hungry now. Is it time for supper? I am hungry. And I'm out of all Limbus bread. But it's fine, duty calls, and we must answer, and we must really resolve this issue. Maybe people in Agarnaith can really use our help. Maybe there's information there that we can really use to finally resolve this mystery of Ogrukhor, and maybe it will be related to all else. There is a lot of maybes, but I'll do what I can. I'm just a little hobbit. Oh look, I found some people. Wonder who it is. Oh look, it's Arodrog.
Are you here to help us, Bagginses? Did Mithrandir send you to us? Only a wizard could know.
Thanks, Yessa.
Only a wizard could know the trouble we have been in ever since we arrived, and send aid such as you in time. Reneleg planned to rejoin us soon, but he has not yet found us. Enemies lurk everywhere in the swamp, and they can ensnare you even before you know they are there. I've never seen such horrors as these before, and I'm no stranger to bogs and pleasant and mires malicious. If the tales I have heard of you are true, you should be able to best even the foes that stalk this swamp, Bagginses. I hope it is so. Defeat any you can, and Linyadar and I will meet you further north along the road, not far from where the eastern road runs away into the swamp.
Well, first of all, Ardrog, thank you very much for the compliments. I am a mighty warrior indeed in Shire, and all of Eriador pretty much. I am pretty awesome. But yes, I'll kill as many creatures as you can. I don't think these creatures are any match for my stealth level. So I'll meet you down the road towards north. But let me kill some now. Two down, 10 to go. I don't know if this crow was evil or not, but I did kill it nonetheless. Or killed it regardless. I don't think I should be killing crows though. They seem harmless. Maybe I'll present this boar to Agroth. Agroth, maybe he'll like it. Maybe we can have roasted pork. What is attacking me? A rat! Oh my goodness. I better be careful. There are rats all around. There's another one. Kill them. I hope I'm not walking around in blood. Although this water is blood color. Oh look, there is a wolf there. I'm definitely gonna kill wolf.
Okay, that's good. 4 more. Three more. I'll look in at the rat. Definitely gonna kill the rat. Maybe another boar. And lastly, won't kill the bird, but maybe I'll kill another boar. Okay, let me mount up and I'll go meet my companions, my friends, my new friends. I don't think I've ever seen them before, but they are friends of Gandalf, so they are my friends as well. Where are you? Linnadir was one's name. We'll find out. Linadar. Hey, Linadar. Found you. We should never have come here, Bagginses. We should never have come. This place is not fit for good folk. It hates us, and will strive even more until we are slain, and the marsh will never give back our bodies. It will jealously drag us down beneath the surface and never let us go. Aradrog was slain by a terrible creature to the south and not far from here, and Ranileg is missing and nowhere to be found. I ran to my shame. But shameful or not, I am still here, and they are not. Can you search for Ranileg, at least, and mayhap see if Aradrog survived his wound? I cannot imagine that he did, but if there is a chance that he lives, we should not abandon him. My courage is spent. What good is a man of Gondor who runs from peril? And yet there is peril all around us, in this horrible swamp. Well, you calm down and relax, Linadar. I'll take care of it. I'll see if I can find Ardrog and Renileg as well. But you take it easy, buddy. Don't worry. It happens to everybody. You just relax and stay put. I'll go search for them. He said south. Oh my goodness. I'm so sad. Oh well. He's dead. He's really dead. Corpse of Ardrog is here. Oh well. May you rest in peace. Let me see if I can find Renileg and hope I arrive to his aid in time. I don't want him to die. I'm running out of allies in Mordor. Riding as fast as I can. Oh, I see a sword. Could it be his sword? Is he alive? Is he dead? I don't know. Let's find out. I just found his sword, but I can't see Renileg anywhere. Let me go back to Linadar and give him the sword. Maybe he'll know what to do next. Hey Linadar, I found his sword.
I cannot stay here.
I'm not surprised to hear that Ardrog was dead, for the creature that attacked him was a terrible, rotting thing. I can still hear its awful cry echoing in my head. But what of Renileg? You found his sword, but no sign of the man himself? You tell Linadar that the sword was struck, blade first, in the mud, as if Renleg dropped it from a height, as he was carried aloft by some flying creature. Linadar's eyes are saucers, wide with horror. I I cannot stay here, Bagginses. I cannot abide the swamp for a single moment longer. I do not think myself a coward, but who could remain in this land and keep his wits? Let the shame follow me back to Gondor. I care not. At the least, I will keep my life. Please, help me back to the gate, Bagginses. I cannot bear to go alone. Well, fine, Lenadar, we all have our moments. Um, so I do respect that you want to save your life. And I don't think King Elassar will call you coward. But you're right, let's go back to Mithrandir and tell us what we have found so far, all the trouble that is going on in Agarnaith. Gandalf, or should I say Mithrandir, won't be happy knowing that Ardrog is dead and Renleg is missing. I'm gonna go find Mithrandir. It would have been really awesome if Mithrandir could just enter Mordor and ride with me to Agarnaith. Maybe he and I can solve all the problems and all the troubles going on in Agarnaith. But I guess it's a wizard has his own reasons for staying at the gate of Mordor. Maybe he does not want to enter it. There must be a reason. Gandalf is wise, indeed. Well, it's not like he's helping them though, he's just staying here. It's like there is a reason that he can't enter Mordor. There's some evil there that he's afraid of. Or maybe he does not want to test his might against it.
Well, what did you learn of Agarnaith? Are the rumors true? Many of the explorers who have returned from that land shaken, robbed of their courage.
You recount what you beheld of the festering swampland, and the wizard is most interested to hear of the vile creatures that you encountered.
I am made uncomfortable by your description of these beasts, Bagginses. That they suffer from some malady is clear. But there are one or two points about which I desire clarification. Something affects the creatures within Agarnaith, and it is not natural rot. It lurks in the air and the water of that land, a pestilence affecting the animals and the plants of the bloody gore. I must return to Minas Tirith to conduct my study. I ask that you come with me.
Well, that sounds like a good idea. I'll follow you to Minas Tirith. I want to get away from Mordor as fast as I can. And also, this is supper time. I'm getting hungry.
The creatures that walk in Agarnaith and the vegetation that grows there suffer from a rotting disease. Worry has begun to gnaw at me concerning this disease. There are scrolls and tombs within Minas Tirith that may dispel my concerns. I hope they do. I will need your help, Bagginses. The wagon driver, Rathnor, prepares soon to leave. He will bring you to the city with some others.
and Shadowfax will bear me alongside. Well, fine. Can't I ride with you on Shadowfax? I'm just a hobbit. I can sit behind you or in front of you, as you prefer. No? Okay. You, Eorzen, I bet you're gonna come with me to Minas Tirith as well. You and the wizard will be coming to the city as well? That is most fortuitous. Bagginses, all know that wizards are standoffish sort and do not make friends easily. He will be glad to have you there as we travel to the city of the invaders. Eorzen looks at you slyly, and then he laughs. Ah, you must pardon me. Truly, I am Eorzen, the blunderer. I should not speak ill of the city, for it is so tall, and only a small portion of it was damaged by the war. Only 1/3 of it, yes? The battle would have had to last an hour or two more for the rest to be made to match. I await the ride to the city with interest, my new friend. You are no friend of mine, and I do not trust you at all. But let's go. Let's go to Minas Tirith. Where is this wagon that Gandalf spoke of? Rathnor, are you there? There you are.
I will be glad to have you on the wagon as we travel to the city, Baggins says. I do not trust that Easterling, and I know some of the soldiers who will travel with us do not either. Speak to me when you're ready to leave, and we will depart.
I am ready to leave right now. Let's go. Hey Rathnor, what happened? I do not like Easterling refugees at all. I think they're evil. Because that is exactly what happened in this one. Good, the soldiers have started a fire. We will take some food and some rest, and when the sun comes up once more, we will continue on to the city. This is a pleasant enough place to wait out the evening. Much nicer than the lands we have left behind us. It will be good to have a reprieve from the choking fumes of Mordor and the wastes that border that foul land. But do not be lulled into complacency by the pleasing scenery. Keep an eye on that Easterling. He has caused no trouble thus far, but I do not want him to take advantage of our kindness. His sort are deceptive and untrustworthy, and we must not forget it. I will warm the bones by the fire and have a bite of bread. Hey, I'm hungry as well. I could really appreciate some food right about now. But let me talk to Lenadar first. I do not care what he says for himself. I don't trust him. That Easterling would stick us with a blade without a second thought. How many good men of Gondor have died at his hands, or at the hands of his fellows? I will not sleep tonight. I will keep one eye open and make sure this Eorzen does not try anything. You should do the same. I'll keep an eye on him as well. Don't you worry about it. I do not trust this Easterling either.
These wagons travel more slowly than they did on the way to the Black Gate. Does Rathnor spare his horses the exertion of a reasonable pace? He doesn't. He does them no favors. Shadowfax is made the better by haste, and revels in the lands passing by at speed. Bah! These horses could do with some feed, and the evening will rest enough. But I am impatient to reach Minas Tirith. The scrolls and tomes of this white city will be of use to us, but I need you there, if we are to cover them sufficiently. Does no man understand our need for haste?
Well, I guess not. They are having a meal.
Eorzan is there in the corner. I wonder what he's thinking about. Whether he's plotting something. Let me talk to him.
Do these men think I have no ears? I hear what they whisper behind their hands. It bothers me not. I can say the name of them, and say the same of them, and much worse. They do not have even a portion of Eorzan's courage, or his fine features. They are right to worry. If I wanted them dead, they would not see the sun come up in the morning. Lucky they are to have seen the end of the war. Do they know it is done? I do not fight for Sauron any longer. Did I say they were cowards and ugly of face? Dim-witted they are also, to think the war still needs fighting. Join them at their campfire if you wish. I am content to stay right here, and need neither the warmth of their fire nor their company. Wow, dude, chill. We still spared you. We could have killed you. But fine. I'll go sit by the fire.
I'm glad to be leaving Mordor behind us.
Yeah, indeed. Me too. But we bring some of its refuse with us.
You're right, Beleth. This is a pity.
Well, it was not up to me, lads.
Blame Bagginses or Mithrandir if you want to take the risk.
Well, no one better blame me. I'll end you if you blame Bagginses.
I would advise against it, said Mithrandir. I am in a dark mood already, and do not have time for small-mindedness, says Mithrandir. Lindar, tell me something. How fared you in Agarnaith? I think to go there when next I return to Mordor.
I think you should steer clear of it, Beleth, said Linadar.
I found no treasure there. It is perilous and empty.
Eorzan says, Ha!
Do you have something to say, Easterling?
Eorzan replies, Eorzan does not want to speak to cowards.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Things are escalating here. Everybody should calm down.
Calling us craven, are you?
Eorzan replies,
I do not need to say it. You say it to yourselves, and you say it of yourselves. I will not apologize to these cowards, Bagginses. They are children playing at war while the sun is in the sky and called in for bed at sundown.
Oh, wow. Hold your tongue, Eorzan. You do not want to mess with the Gondorians.
They know nothing of Sauron. They know nothing, said Eorzan.
Beleth replies,
Your master is dead, Easterling. Sauron is gone.
Eorzan replies, He was no master of mine.
Beleth replies,
You're a liar.
Oh, guys, come on, no fighting. Hold your sword, put your swords down.
Eorzan says, You do not know
how it was. He did not begin with Gondor, the Dark Lord. The Dark Lord did not come to your lands until he had conquered mine, Bellet says.
If your people had been stronger, he might not have had the chance,
Eorzen replies. Stronger?
strong like the walls of your white city.
This one has seen Agarnaith. Ask him what he saw.
Well, Linadar?
Linadar replies. It was horrible. I do not want to speak of it. Eorzen says, when next you speak of strength, consider this truth. She who made Agarnaith as it is, she came first to my lands. Her poisons devastated whole cities. They are empty now. No one walks the empty streets for fear of her memory. We tried not to say her name, but the children remember. Sweet Lara, they sing, walking in the moonlight. Heard a baby crying, flew away at once. Mithrandir says, can this be true? Eorzen says, your wizard knows of her. You men of Gondor do not know the horrors that befell my people. Yes, we fought for Sauron. Others of us died by his hand. We did not have a choice. Bellet says, I do not believe that. Eorzen says, I care not. But if ever you come face to face with sweet Lara, you may understand. Bellet says, Sauron is gone. I fear no lesser phantoms. Wow. I'm glad nobody killed each other and we were able to have a civil discourse, people. Put your swords down. I will not repent of my words, Bagginses, but I will confess to you that I paid no heed to events beyond the borders of Gondor. That Sauron first conquered the lands to the east was known to me. But I did not consider what that must have meant to the people who lived there. I believe the Easterlings worshipped him as their lord. And no doubt many of them did, but the words of Eorzen have planted seeds of doubt in my mind. I do not like him, but I still do not trust him. But perhaps his people. I do not know, Bagginses. Would we have succumbed to the domination of Sauron, as did the Easterlings? I do not believe so, but perhaps it is more a difficult question to answer than I thought it was. That is sad indeed. The Easterlings are no orcs. They were men. They were part of the men, and they stayed in Middle-earth. They did not travel to Beleriand, and they made their homes in the east. And when Sauron came, they saw how powerful he was. He took them by force, and he took their lands, and he destroyed their homes. So they were forced to bend the knee. They were forced to submit. And, well, many of them did submit, willingly as well, and thought of him as a god, and worshipped him. But many others were just forced into it. Much parallels we can draw.
We cannot believe everything that Eorzen says, Baggins, but I detect in his words some elements of truth. That his people passed down legends of the creatures that stalk their lands cannot be questioned, and I know the inspiration of the one he calls Sweet Lara. She was called Lariat the Stained, a creature of fell reputation. Once she made her home in Mordor, and it seems Agarnaith has not forgotten her, for the touch of her corruption remains. Many were the hurts she perpetrated upon the lands of the Easterlings, and her foul touch was felt even in Gondor. But that is not a tale to be told in the dark, even by the fireside. Lariat is gone with her master, though her presence can still be felt in Mordor today. You may as well get some rest while we are stopped, Baggins. I hope Rathnor wakes with the sun and we can be off again as soon as possible.
We finally arrived at Minas Tirith.
At last we have arrived. I am accustomed to haste, and Rathnor's horses were incapable of anything faster than a slow trot. Shadowfax might have done that in his sleep, but I did not wish to leave you behind. I have need of you now, and it would not do to arrive quickly and then wait for you to report at Rathnor's leisurely pace.
Well, I told you to just bring me along on Shadowfax, but you refused, so don't complain now.
Eorzen has given us little reason to trust him, Baggins, but your account of Agarnaith confirms some of my suspicions. The remainder requires corroboration by the other sources, but these can be found in the city. Go to the houses of the lore on the southern side of the fifth circle, and look for any scrolls or tomes that concern the great plague that so troubled Gondor earlier in the age. Ask a scholar there for some kingsfoil as well, if any can be spared. They have found it lately of use, but they still should have some to give to you. Once you have done this, you should see if Eorzen has anything else to say to us concerning this matter. Whether he can be trusted or not, he seems more willing to speak to you than to any other.
Well, gee, I don't know why is that. I don't trust him and I don't like him either. I was about to kill him, but then we just ended up saving him. Let me get on my horse and I'll have to go to the fifth circle. Wonder if there's a shortcut. This is the sixth circle. We have to go to the fifth one. The beautiful city of Minas Tirith, the White City, the city of the kings. Going downstairs to the House of Lore. I think I know where it is. In my brief stay in Minas Tirith, I did explore a lot. Okay, I'm inside. I wonder where I can find the Lore Master. And I also do need King's Foil. Wonder if they'll have any to spare for me. Is it this way? I don't know. It's so confusing. Am I going around in circles? It's not here. Wonder where it is. Nothing. Oh, I found the Lore Master.
Yes, I have some right here.
Baggins says, it is good to see you again, safe and sound. Did you tire of danger already? Well, what is it that brings you to the House of Lore? I'm ready and available to help you with whatever you might need. King's Foil? Yes, I do have some here. It is very useful for treating headaches and other minor maladies. Has prolonged exposure to the foul air of Gorgoroth been giving you headaches? I'm sorry to hear that, but perhaps this will help. Well, thank you very much, Covadel. You have such a beautiful and pretty name. Covadel. Heart heart. Now let me go and find a book on the Great Plague. I wonder where it is. I don't see anything here. Perhaps here? Ah, there it is. Found it. I have to go find Eorzund then. And maybe he'll tell me something that he has been holding back till now. So let's find out. Where is the gate? Or the door? There it is. Let me get on my pony. Eorzund, where are you at? I think I see him. Ah, there he is.
I have never seen the city from the inside before. It is quite a sight, Bagginses. I believe that Sauron's armies were so near to victory, but now I'm not certain. The city appears much stronger from up here.
Eorzen stands silently, gazing out over the Minas Tirith. When he speaks again, his voice is low and quiet. I fought on the field down there. It is hard to tell, but I think I can see where my sworn men joined the battle. I slew many men myself, wielding swords, wielding axes. That is the way of war. If it was not to be their blood, it would have been mine. Eventually, things began to go wrong. Some of my sworn men were themselves slain. Others turned and ran. I ran with them later. Later, when we formed up again, word came down that some of the leaders were dead. The Lord of the Nazgul, maybe others. And I thought to myself, why should I die as well? I thought to take my men and go home, leave the war behind. But I received new orders. I was to set an ambush for the force that had started to march in the direction of Mordor. I left the task for the orcs. I tried to lead my men home, and I was betrayed on the road. It was Ortakol who had betrayed me, the treacherous dog. He was rewarded with my command, and I was brought to Udun, there to rot. Eorzen clenches his fist. The captain of the pit, Ugrukor, did not plan to keep me there for long. He planned to send me back to Agarnaith. Durthang was a nightmare, but it would be a pleasant daydream compared to that. Sweet Lara is there, Baggins says. She is still there, and she's working on something behind the walls of Seregost. If he had not opened my cell, I would have been sent to Seregost, and death could not come quickly enough for Eorzen the Unlucky. Once sweet Lara got her claws in me, once she made me drink her concoctions, her vile potions. I do not think I would be Eorzen any more, so I thank you for freeing me, Baggins says. If for nothing else. Now that is done, and we will speak of it no more. Eorzen shakes his head abruptly and laughs. Perhaps I was wrong. This city is not so strong after all. Do you see the cracks there and there? Another hour or two, and Sauron would have had it quite in hand. You are lucky that his commanders were not as capable as I, Eorzen the strategic. You are lucky indeed, and this Baggins is so very lucky. Now, stop bragging, Eorzen. You do not know the might of King Elessar and Legolas and Gimli. Minas Tirith would not have fallen by the hands of any Easterling, much less you, who were captured by orcs and held in Durthang, and I freed you. So farewell, my new friend, if friend you are. I have to go back to Mithrandir, and after that I can really go for a meal at Minas Tirith while I'm here before I have to go back. I think I'm lost. I can't find the horse. Oh, but the horse is not here. The horse is in the 6 circles. I have to go 1 tier up. Oh, I'm stuck. There we go. My pony is so fast. Okay, now I'll find the horse which will take me to Mithrandir. There it is.
Gondor needs your aid.
Oh, Gondor needs my aid. I need Gondor's aid as well. I need to eat.
I hoped it was not so, but it is no longer safe to doubt, Bagginses. Lehireth the Stained has come to Mordor, and she has taken the fortress of Saragost for her own. For all of his bluster, I can see no reason for Eorzen to lie to you about this. More than 1,000 years ago, Lehireth created the Great Plague in service of Sauron. It was tested in the lands of the East, and then it was released and unleashed upon Gondor. But it was not yet perfected. The plague, while deadly, could be treated with Athelas, Kingsfoil, slowed its progress, and aided with the defeat of the disease. Now Lehireth has returned, and she is trying to finish her master's work. Within the fortress of Saragost, she seeds to create a stain of the plague that cannot be cured. With Athelas, she seeks to perfect the Great Plague.
Oh, that's terrible news. That is terrible news indeed. So, Gandalf, or should I say Mithrandir, I'd love to continue helping you, but I do have to eat. I haven't eaten since I journeyed into Agarnaith and came back, and we're in Minas Tirith, so before you send me back to Mordor, can I please have a meal? Thank you. Thank you for understanding. Let me have a meal. And thank you for watching my narrated Black Book of Mordor gameplay, Chapter 3. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys a little later. Bye now. Bye Twitch. And if you're watching on YouTube, bye YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to follow on Twitch. And ciao.